G'day and welcome to Cloud Cartographer. Today I wanted to take a look at kind of a lesser known feature inside Helm, and for those of you who don't know Helm, Helm is the Kubernetes package manager. So with Helm you have the ability to package up applications into charts and deploy them with Helm onto Kubernetes. Now, there's a really cool feature that's kind of lesser known, and that is chart signing. And chart signing, I think, is really, really important as Helm becomes more mature to verify integrity and origin of these packages that are out there in the wild. So I wanted to step through something fairly interesting, just demo-wise here, to take a chart that I've already got. I'll go ahead and sign it, publish it to a repo, and then we'll go ahead and validate that the signature matches the chart. So there's a great little doc here, and I'll link it in the description, about how you walk through all these steps and different tools you can use. I'm going to be using Keybase today, and for those of you who don't use Keybase, let me know and I'll get you an invite. It's great. It's on a great mission to bring signing to the masses and make it easy to use and consume. So we can take a look at this document and the integration on the Keybase, and that's essentially what I'm going to be walking through today. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here first. So I'm going to start with my I have a repo here with a chart in it. Again, it's my famous croc hunter. Surprise, surprise. So I want to take this chart and I want to sign it. First of all, let's take a look at the keys that I actually have out. So on this particular machine, I have two keys. I have my personal key and a Deus key here. If you didn't have any keys, what you could actually do is with Keybase, you could do a Pgp export and import into your secure keyring locally. So because I've already done that, it's not necessary, and this is what it's telling me, it's already in the secret keyring. Then we can actually run a command, a Helm package, and we pass in a -- sign here. We give it the name of the key, and I have two keys named with my name, just a differing email address, and we point it at the path of the secret keyring, and we tell it where my chart is. So we're going to go ahead and run this. It's going to ask me to type in my password, and that's done. So what we should have as a result of these two files, so we actually have my chart packaged up into a zip tar, and we also have this provenance file. So let's go and have a look at this provenance file. So basically there's a little bit of metadata assigned message here, and that's in the provenance file. So this file gets taken, and when you do a verify, it actually checks all the checksums and the SHAs for this against it, so that if somebody tampers with the source. Now, if you've worked with signing before, obviously you have to trust the author to have control of that key, so that you can trust the chain of command there. So that's done. What I'm going to do now is actually package this up for a repo. So I'm going to make a directory here called repo, and I'm going to move the croc hunter stuff that just got outputted into that repo directory. Into repo. So I've done that, and now I'm going to run a Helm Index. So let's have a look at what that is. So we're doing a Helm repo index. We're passing it the path to what the directory we want index, and a URL here for the final destination. Now you can see here that I'm actually using Keybase. So Keybase has a secure website feature, and let me just pop over there to Keybase, and it's under your handle here. So I've created a charts directory, and that just gets served off your public directory here. Now the little gotcha, if you're working with this, is you can't pull from this link, because this link has all this, all these headers and all the CSS. What you need to actually do is flip the URL here, and if you want the raw output, everything will be served on this, for example. So just a point to note there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to index this. So what happens then is if we go and take a look into the repo, it's created an index which basically says here are the charts in this repo, here's the versions that they're at. And once we publish it up to a repo, we can attach that repo to Helm. So that is done. All I'm going to do right now is actually run an rsync. I think this is a really slick little way. We'll rsync this stuff over to Keybase public. I should have Levo charts. There we go. So I'm going to rsync that over. And you can see that Keybase has picked that up. It's signing them and uploading them. So these should be available over here. So at this point I've actually taken my chart, I've packaged it up, and I've signed it, and then I've done a repo index so that I can actually create that index.yaml and have that served off to a web server. Now in this case I'm using keybase.io, secure website. On the documentation they go through GitHub pages, or they also have a Google Object Store, an S3 demo as well. So you can, whatever your web server is of choice, you can put it up there. This is a nice slick way to get something out there. So now if I do a Helm repo list, we can see which repos I have, and I can do a Helm repo add and give it a name. Let's just call it Levo charts, and it's at https levo.keybase.pub charts. Okay, Helm repo list again. Let's take a look at what we got. Now we should be able to do a Helm search, and we'll search for croc. So you can see that my chart is up there at the correct version. So now I have a chart, and if we take a look at Helm install, let's just take a look at the help here. What we actually need to do is verify. So we'll verify it before installing it, and it'll go and pull that prov file and make sure that everything matches. Helm install -- verify, and we're going to tell it to install Levo charts from the repo and croc hunter. And I'm just going to put that in a namespace called test for now on the Kubernetes cluster. So that has happened. So the verify has happened and been completed, and that's a successful outcome. So I've walked through signing, packaging up, deploying to the Keybase secure website, and then pulling it down with a verification. So I think there's a lot of power in that. I'd love to see more sign charts out and about, and maybe one day the -- verify becomes default, who knows, and that unsigned charts put a message out there. But I'd love to challenge you, if you're out there making charts and working with chart repositories, to sign your work. It literally costs you nothing, and people can actually have confidence that the charts are published from the people they say they are. Anyway, thanks for joining. I'd love your feedback, and I hope you enjoyed this little session. Cheers. Bye.